Monstrosity back again. And of course we're playing Hardcore Team Deathmatch, my game of choice. This time I go 34-5 with the STAKEOUT shotgun. And yes, I'm playing against Christmas noobs. Anybody that doesn't know what a Christmas noob is, and you probably are a Christmas noob, but basically they just people that just got the game for Christmas, you know. We refer to them as Christmas noobs because they have to jump at the very start. And we've already been playing for a while. But if you just did get the game for Christmas, okay, you might want to check out my video called how to stay in the top 3 of a hardcore team deathmatch. It's got some pretty broad tips in there, just things that tactics that you should be aware of, and little odds and ends. And actually I'm planning on doing a second part to that series coming up soon, which will actually now be a series, you know, but I'm going to make a second part to it. This time I'm going to be talking about class setups, and which class setups work for me very well, and most likely will work for you very well too. Keep in mind that we're talking about classes set up for hardcore team deathmatch, which a little bit of difference between that and core, but not too much. I still do pretty well on core games. Which, speaking of core games, I got another. I actually was playing core the other day, and I got a pretty good KD with the shotgun again, believe it or not. It actually works better in core than it does in hardcore, but well, it depends on what map you're in. But anyways, so I'm using the shotgun here, the STAKEOUT, which probably, you know, I used to think the HS-10 was the best shotgun, but I don't know, I'd say they're about tied, really. This has got the most damage out of any shotgun. Does it have the most damage? Yeah, it's got the most damage. And I think the Olympia's got the most range. But that and HS-10 probably tied in my eyes. But right here I'm using, of course, the Tomahawk. I've tried to get some nice kills with it, but lightweight, marathon, pro, and sleight of hand. And you know, when I'm playing against some lower level people like this, I still play my normal way, but I just like to downgrade the gun a little bit, play with something that I wouldn't normally get away with playing with, and I definitely wouldn't normally get away with playing with a STAKEOUT on this map. So if you see me in the lobby or something, I'm still gonna play you heads up, but I'm just gonna downgrade my gun a little bit. I prefer to make it more challenging on my part. It's not very much fun for me to just, you know, run through people that are new at the game. I prefer a bit of a challenge. And you'll notice some parts of this game are cut out. That's just because I couldn't find anybody. I was just running around doing nothing. And you see that dude right there? Number 1 rule, don't walk away from your controller. Look, if you gotta go take a dump or something, just leave the game. Because what ends up happening is that you ruin it for your teammates. And the bad thing about it for them is that actually leads to my chopper gunner. But I would like to think that if I didn't have those 2 free kills right there, that I still would have got it. But hey, I don't know. Regardless, it would have still been a pretty high scoring game. Yeah, I feel bad about it, but what can you do, right? Anyways, so yeah, lightweight marathon. This is a class I would not really use anymore. Ever since they did the patch setup with Ninja on it. I mean, the patch setup with Ninja, where they make the footsteps even louder now. Generally, Marathon Pro is useless. You'll have people looking at you when you come around the corner, just sitting there staring at you. Yeah, it's no fun. Brings me to another point. If you're not using Ninja, and you're wondering why everybody always knows where you're at, that's probably why. They probably have Ninja Pro on, and they could hear you stomping around. So try to keep that in mind. Very safe bet on the class is Ninja. can't go wrong with it. But that's for another one of my episodes where I talk about classes. But so here I go. I'm chopping in the gunner, and I'm calling in my gunship. And fast forward a little bit, because not too much happens. Most people are hiding out in the buildings where they should be. And another game with the back-to-back gunship and chopper gunner, but you know, I can't be too happy about this. I mean, lower levels, I would much rather get like a 5 kill streak on some pros than, you know, get a 50 kill streak on some noobs, you know. But that's just the way that I am. That's why you generally don't see me sitting in one spot for too long. I'm always charging head first into the enemy spawn. It's just more challenging, and it's more fun for me in the end. I know you'll see a lot of hardcore commentators that like to sit back and chill, but that just ain't my style. But I hope you like this game. If you do, like and subscribe. Keep in mind to check out my other videos, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.